Well, hello there, and it's great to have you here with us at CDI. I figured I'd take a short moment and talk to you a little bit and take this opportunity to show you some of the things that you might expect here at CDI. Because I know you might be working on a chatbot, or maybe you're thinking about creating a chatbot, or maybe you want to automate some of the conversations in your call center. So you're looking for stuff that is going to help you, develop the skill set and help you develop the strategy that you need to be successful. And if you look at the entire ecosystem, it's pretty complex right now, right? Because some people are just doing traditional declarative chatbots where we have intent structures and we train them and we write the dialogue to make sure that we're in full control. And some people are playing around with large language models and generative AI and are exploring if they can actually use that to meet their automation needs and create good experiences. And a lot of people are trying to figure out, for which part do I need generative AI and for which part do I need intents, and what does that look like? So I thought it'd be fun to just sort of show you a little bit of what we have here at CDI and how our library of content is going to help you figure that stuff out. Because I think what's good to know, CDI takes this perspective that you want to be thinking about what's the conversation that I want to have, whether it's my customers, my patients, my employees, or my citizens. So what's the conversation that I want to have? What could that look like? And then how do I use technology to create that conversation at scale? And for some of these conversations, I might want to use a large language model. For some of those conversations, I might actually want to be in full control and use more of a declarative approach to that. So if you look at our library of content, there's stuff here for conversation designers, AI training, conversational copywriting. So just kind of look here for the conversation designers. We have fundamentals. There's whole stuff on workflow. Let's just drill down a little more here. That always takes longer than you want. But here's a whole list of stuff that you're going to learn. So whether it is generative AI, whether it's declarative chatbot, the design patterns are the same. To have a good conversation, you need to have proper turn taking. So here you see a video on proper turn taking. Confirmations are important, margins are important, empathy are important. So what you see here on the left are all these different design patterns that you get to learn. Now, if you are scripting the chatbot, which to be honest, many enterprises are doing because they want to mitigate risk, you're going to be writing those design patterns. If you're using large language models, then you might want to make sure as a conversation designer that your large language model is actually implementing those design patterns. So we have conversation design, we have AI trainer where you're going to learn about let me actually just show you real quick. So here's theory of AI training, there's the building of the AI trainer, there's like how to improve the cognition of your chatbot. Let's just click on that one real quick and see what we have there. So these are all the metrics that I want to be tracking, activation, traffic, dropout rates, customer satisfaction, performance, accuracy, precision, real call. All these metrics that I want to be optimizing for as I'm building out this chatbot, you're going to learn at CDI. And again, all these metrics apply to both traditional declarative chatbots, but also to large language model chatbots. Conversational copyright, that's more about tone of voice and behavior design. Let's just see real quick what we find there about motivation. This is really the cool stuff that I'm really passionate about myself. Like, how do we stir curiosity, present exceptional benefits? How do we use soft calls to actions? How do we use choice architecture, give positive feedback, use social proof, maybe to get people more motivated and stuff like that. So there's just a whole bunch of stuff that we can learn and improve upon, right? So that's me being much younger than I am today, as you'll see. Now, let's go down here, because this is some of the stuff that we've been working on lately, which is the cool stuff. And that's what everybody's interested in these days, right? Prompt designing, that's the word you hear everywhere. So is prompt designer a different person than a conversation designer? Are they the same? Depends per organization. So let's look at the LLM overview. So first, there's a whole section on what are use cases for large language models that you might have in your organization. Then what does the conversational or the generative AI value chain look like? How does generative AI relate to conversational AI? And what is ChatGPT anyway, right? Then as we start going into ChatGPT, how do I use ChatGPT and develop a skill set there that I can use as I am creating chatbots? Because I can use ChatGPT to be more productive as a chatbot creator. So we're taking the CDI workflow, using ChatGPT to go through that. So around ChatGPT, strategize, design, build, and then we have this cool content that we've done in our expert classes, which you also get access to. LLMs and Raza, VoiceFlow, Mikael from Voice Lunch is doing an interview with us. And then Kopus Greiling, who used to be at Human First, he's now at Core.ai, talks about, breaking down the LLM landscape, low-hanging fruit with LLMs, hallucinations explained, and how to mitigate the risk of those hallucinations, and transitioning to running a real-time LLM-powered chatbots. So what you'll see here is the enormous amounts of content that we have at CDI that are all here to make your chatbots more human-centered, more inclusive, and have better, more positive impact for you, your customers, and the business. So there's other stuff. There's the CDI workflow, which is also great for management and stakeholders. Like, how do you build a team and how do you get everybody on the same page? There's a course that we did with the Alan Turing Institute that you see here, conversational AI ethics. So how do I make sure that I have diversity in my team, that the data sourcing that I do is inclusive, that we really respect everybody and understand what everybody says, and how do we handle the data? You get access to all the content, all the expert classes, and the webinars. So I just really wanted to show you this because I understand that you may be on your own journey. You might be at an enterprise that is starting out, or you may be at an enterprise that has a full-scale operation that it's trying to improve, or you may be a smaller company testing the water with conversational AI. You want to figure out, what does it take to build a chatbot? We have content for that too. So wherever you are in your journey and whatever the size of your operation, we got you covered. And all the content here, the way to think about it is that it's technology agnostic, and it always takes sort of the ideal conversation as the goal. So we want to think about, who is this system going to be talking to? What would be the perfect conversation that we could have with those people? And then how do we use generative or more declarative conversational AI technologies to deliver that conversation at scale? So thanks for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you in class real soon.